Happy Halloween, queens, kings, and supremes. It's another day in the mausoleum, and baby, Scream 7 trailer has hit, and I have thoughts, many, many thoughts, and I cannot wait to share them with you. So let's get into it.
She's tampered and dark-sided stuff! Yes, she did! That entire house is dark-sided.
Thank you, DJ Tony, for supplying the podcast and the YouTube series with its first official theme song. I am your Dark Sided Devo and your Scream Supreme Quan Pierre, and this is the Quan Pierre Scream Supreme YouTube channel, the place for horror reviews, news, and whatever I may choose. Today we are talking about the new Scream 7 trailer that dropped 2 days ago, along with reception and my thoughts because it's my house. If you enjoyed the video, do not forget to subscribe and join the Supremes on YouTube and also Spotify and Apple Music. So the trailer itself, I'm going to try to go a little bit by bit. On some parts, I'm going to just sum up some others. This isn't like a full review each scene type of thing, but I'm just going to give you the overall gist of the trailer. Trailer itself opens up with a glimpse at what of course, will be our opening kill. Glimpse I'm using very lightly. In this day and age, we're watching trailers that basically give you the entire movie or the entire scene. Like, for me, in my opinion, doing that for an opening kill of something like a Scream movie where the opening kill is kind of like a pretty standout, iconic thing at this point, not a good choice. This part of the trailer, we find out that Stumacher's house appears to be an Airbnb, which is wild to me, making a crime scene Airbnb. I don't know if that's a real thing. I don't know if that's a thing that actually people do. To me, that's wild as hell. Bitch, knock that thing down. I don't care how many years it's been. Knock that bitch down. Why are we making crime scenes Airbnbs? We see a couple go in. Ghostface pops up. Chase, chase, chase. Now, this part is actually one of the parts that actually stuck out to me. Not because of the chandelier hanging scene, belly flop. Not because I recognize that one dude from that one Tyler Perry movie, Babyyyy Boo. It's because of what this girl chooses to do when she's running up the stairs. So this girl's running up the stairs, right? Ghostface is chasing her. Never in my years have I ever seen nobody rip a light out of a wall and hit a bitch with it. That to me was funny as hell. I don't know if I was the only one that was gagged by that. I ain't never seen no shit like that before. Never in my years, never in my days have I ever seen no shit like that ever happen in any type of movie. That part was just, she ate that. She ate that. That's survival. That's going to survive no matter what. How the hell she got up on the chandelier, I don't know. She does all that to just fall from a chandelier and belly flop onto a blade eventually. I'm guessing that's how she dies, because, like I said, the trailer basically gave you that whole scene. Now, the next part we see, this part's probably gonna be like a little sum up type part, because it's the same structure the usual Scream movies have. Sydney's getting a call, the story will take, it looks like we're getting this rumored storyline. I remember not too long ago, they were giving rumors of what they think the storyline was going to be. It's basically it. The story's going to take place surrounding Sydney and her daughter's friends. So we get a pretty new cast here. We get McKenna, Keep a Bad Grace. Isabel May plays Sydney's daughter, Tatum, who is named after Sydney's friend that died in the first film, which I thought was cute as hell. We see returning cast members, Gail, Sydney, of course. We get Chad, we get Mindy. Also looking up the cast, Joel McHale seems to be playing someone I can only assume is Sydney's daughter's father, right? And when I saw that, I immediately had the question of what happened to Mark Kincaid. I thought that was Sydney's man after the third movie. I thought everyone had an understanding that was Sydney's man. Did I miss something in the Scream movie that clarified that she wasn't? I don't know if I missed something, but I could have sworn Mark Kincaid was her baby daddy. Again, I don't think they said anything in the Scream movie to imply that. We just assumed. But Joel McHale, work. Anyways, the storyline is the usual. Sydney's getting threatened. Her daughter is getting targeted as well. The gang comes together, faces it. There you go. Usual Scream storyline. We know the structure and how they get down. Of course, obviously, new element, Sydney's daughter, but same structure. The trailer for me very much so felt like Scream before they did the reboot, well, requel. This was like a trailer I'd expect to come out after, like, say, Scream 4. Not just the usual people popping up, but it just doesn't have the intensity I think it was starting to have after the Scream reboot happened. Like, for example, like Scream 6. Ghostface walking around toting a shotgun shook people up. That Ghostface in that movie looked like a problem. Like, that was a level of intensity that just wasn't there for me in this trailer. It just didn't feel like it was offering much new. Like, nothing that we haven't seen before. I mean, like, Sydney's daughter, yes, like, that's special. Mind you, just a few years ago, the baby was in a stroller. And now, a few years later, she's, I'm guessing, like a college student. Timelines and horror always. Last video I told y'all, timelines and horror can be a bit, I don't know. However it works for them, it works for them. I don't know if she's another daughter. I don't know if she's a different daughter than when I was in the stroller. I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, because it doesn't make sense how this girl was in a stroller just a few years ago, and now she's in, was high school, college, I'm guessing. I'm guessing high school. Anyways, I mean, we love the structure of Scream, but after 6 movies, baby, I think it's time to step it up. Like, give us something new. It was on the path of doing that with the last movies, but we know what happened there. We're going to get into that in a second. Gail and Sydney, good to see them, and I fully believe one of them is definitely dying in this movie. I don't see this franchise ever really ending without Sydney dying. Like, I don't, if this is the direction they're going, which is the direction of, I think it's going to be one of the things where they're going to do with Melissa Barrera, where they're going to have basically Sydney's daughter take over the reins, I believe. You know, she takes over the title of most likely to get you killed if you befriended them. But could have been someone else. As I mentioned before, the twins are back. I don't know how I feel about them without Tara and Sam. Like, the core 4 was the thing. I like Tara and, like, I like the sisters together. Like, they stood together very well. I mean, it's Melissa Barrera and Jenna Ortega. They just, they meshed very well. The chemistry between them two was amazing. The 4 of them together, the chemistry was just as amazing. But I don't know how I'm just going to be seeing just these two characters interact. I don't know if they're going to be like major roles. I doubt it. If they, from what I'm hearing, it's only, it gives very cameo with them in this movie, where they don't do much, but they're there. So as far as that, the characters storyline for the trailer, that's how I feel about that. Now, I want to get into the drama of it all. Okay, the moment this trailer was posted, people started speaking their minds. Speaking their minds about this film actually not having Melissa Barrera in it at all. Spyglass is getting lashings left and right from fans upset by the decision, as they should be. There have been people spoiling the movie in the comments or quoting the video. How they know the ending, I don't know. I am taking it with a grain of salt. People are determined to spread the message that this movie is tainted and not worth supporting. If you think it's just Spyglass in it, then you are sorely mistaken. Like, I made videos before about the news regarding Scream 7, who will be in it, etc., and all that. Over time, as people who are like returning were announced, people have been getting on their necks as well. To which I'll say, before you jump me, I fully support Melissa's stance, and I agree with the views of those that feel away. If you don't watch, you don't watch. However, these are jobs and these are people whose lives they need to finance. I don't agree with why Melissa was let go. I'm pretty sure they don't agree why Melissa was let go. But I ain't gonna be mad at nobody for keeping a job. Now, when Jenna did it, I lived for it. That was fab. However, Jenna also had Wednesday, one of Netflix's biggest shows right now, to fall back on. No shade to the rest of the cast, but they don't got that. Like, us expecting people to turn down the check when people who have lives and careers, that's not what I want to do. The enemy, I'm going to say the enemy. The issue is Spyglass. And honestly, the attacks on the cast, I find it to be a bit late. Neve got her coin she wanted, and honestly, I felt happy for her. She was undermined by the studio. That's why she was in Scream 6. And now she's getting what she deserves. Now, I'm waiting to see if anyone actually makes a statement regarding Melissa. When that happens, it might be something different, but I'm just saying. Another way to combat in a way, Melissa Barrera fans are also now pushing the news about her film that came out in 2024. It's now streaming on Hulu and HBO Max. It's called Your Monster, I believe. It's called Your Monster. Basically, people are taking the day to they took the day to basically give Melissa what she deserves. Like, people were on her ass since the Scream reboot. Didn't give her much of a chance despite being exactly what the story needed. Scream needed a new, interesting perspective, a new protagonist to spice it up, and honestly, she ate when she was given that role. It just goes down to people just hated seeing something new for something that they grew to love. Like, the follow up with Scream 6 just brought the momentum even higher. Scream 6 was amazing, and a huge part of that was because of the chemistry between Melissa and Jenna. People don't want to admit that, though. They'd rather act like seeing Sydney run away from her temporary boyfriend or another angry relative for 6 movies would have been more interesting. No. A lot of the heat I feel like came from, and someone said it on Twitter, I hope I can find the tweet, that a lot of the anger stems from people who thought that Sydney was the only story that could keep the franchise alive. The last 2 movies showed that was not the case. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. And people say the public opinion says different. The public opinion is people who can't get over it when something needs to update and need to change. Like, when we start doing the same movie for 4 or 5 times, that's an issue. Like, we love Scream, but it was great to have a new perspective. And yeah, Melissa Barrera deserves all the love she's getting right now. I love her too. I reposted the post shouting out her new movie too, and I'll do it again. Now, am I gonna watch? Honestly, I'm not pressed to. Not just because of the situation, but the trailer didn't really make me too hype about the movie. I was looking forward more so to the last story that was developing and the new way they were taking it. If you watch, go off, sister. If you don't agree with the boycott, then work. The movie's gonna get its coin either way, whether I watch it or not, whether you watch it or not. So, listen, it is what it is. Like, people who are protesting, if people don't want to watch the movie, if people watch the movie, let them watch. They watch the movie. It don't need to be a back and forth. I think, I think the attack of the cast is very late. It's tired. I don't think that's needed. Now, if they start saying some weird shit, hey, y'all respond how y'all respond. I ain't saying nothing. I tried to stand up for them. Anyways, if you are intrigued to watch, Scream 7 will be out February if you are intrigued to check it out. Well, that is all, Supremes, the review, the tea, and my thoughts. If you are interested in hearing any more about the movies being released, whether through review of the film itself or the trailers, or even or anything else related to any type of film, whether it's a cast listing or whatever, any type of film news, subscribe here. If you just love horror, follow the Quan, Pierre, Scream Supreme podcast. I recently started a revamp, and I'm very excited to show y'all that. So many new things coming, so many perspectives, it's just going to be something fab. I want y'all to be here for it. So, but anyways, thank you for listening in, Supremes. Can't wait to see you in the mausoleum once again. Bye.